Cliff, disappointing result from a scoreline point of view tonight, but I've been talking to fans as they've left tonight saying that was some of the best hockey we've played so far.
Yeah, there was times. Second period, we had large spells where we were like all over them. There was a time when they had a PP in the second period, and actually we created more chances on their 2-minute PP than they did. But unfortunately, if we only convert one of those chances, then generally you're not going to win many games, only scoring one goal. Having said that, there was probably a couple that could have gone either way, like bouncing pucks or whatever, but scoring one goal is always going to be tough against a team that's got the offensive talent that Swindon have got.
Frustration as well, boiling over with the penalties, and I guess if you take a penalty, I guess at times you just got to take it. I think referees are not going to change their mind.
No, I completely understand why guys are getting frustrated with the way games are being officiated, because I get frustrated myself. But we've got players there taking those penalties that should definitely know better. They're senior players on this team, and that's not acceptable.
The good thing is now, I guess, you've had this injury thing. You'd not use it as an excuse at all. But let's face it, if you're missing 2 or 3 of your top players, you're going to struggle in this league. The good news is you're going to start getting these players back. And, of course, next weekend you should have the arrival of Liam Stewart, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we've not used it as an excuse because it's not an excuse. There's been games where we have been short, where we've played with like 4 defensemen or whatever, but, it's not an excuse. What it should be is it should be an opportunity for guys to play a bit more, get a few more minutes under their belt. And some guys are really positively reacting to that because I can tell that, they know there's players coming in and players coming back and they want to be a part of that. But it's not an excuse. If it's not one thing, it's another. The game, we played hard last night and we got a point on the road in Basingstoke, which is a tough place to get a point. But at the moment, if it's not one thing, if it's not our D zone, it's our penalty count. If it's not the penalty count, it's turnovers at the offensive blue line. And if it was just one thing we were doing wrong all the time, it'd be really easy for me to just drill it. But it's not the case. So that is frustrating.
Special mention before he went off hurt tonight, Brandon Stones. He put in a hell of a shift in between the pipes.
Oh, he did last night. He has done every time. Actually the injury to Jordan is a concern to us, of course, but actually with the way that Stonesy's played since he's arrived here, it's not as much of a concern as it could have been. So we'll have to figure out this week what's going on with him. It could be that for the next few weeks Skinsy's our starting goalie, and I'm also fine with that. Skinsy's a good goalie himself, but at some point we have to get some good luck because the luck we've had has all gone in one direction so far this year.
Speaking of luck, realistically, how many people do you think is going to start getting back on the ice this week?
Well, we've got obviously one coming in Saturday for sure. I'm not the physio, I'm not a medical professional, but I'm hoping that we could also maybe have one more, maybe 2 more, I don't know. But no one that's out injured is faking it. Some of these injuries take time. Some of them have got a bit more of a definite kind of end date. But, the boys will play when they can. And if anyone's in this building's frustrated about our lineup right now, I can pretty much assure you they're not as frustrated as I am.
Yeah, totally understand that. Listen, thanks so much for talking to us. Do appreciate it. Get yourself a rest day tomorrow. Back on it Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Aaron, good road win tonight, but I guess Lightning made you work for it at times.
Yeah, in the first period, I thought they were very good, and halfway through the game, it was a very even game, and then they obviously got into penalty trouble, and we've got a good power play, and I think that's what won it in the end.
I was going to say your power play in your first line really settled. You got a lot of experience on there.
Yeah, we've had pretty much the same team for a while, and but the players work extremely hard, and luckily enough, last 2 years we've won, and the players have really got the bit between their teeth at the moment, and they're playing really hard, and they're deserving all the wins they're getting.
Having said all that, as you say, you're charging well in the league, but it's still a tough league, isn't it?
It's very difficult. If you play well, you've always got a chance, and at the moment we're playing well, but as soon as you switch off, you're going to get beaten. That we're on a good stretch at the moment, but the players are working so hard, and with 2 minutes to go, people blocking shots in a 5-1 game, and their commitment right now is great, and they deserve all the wins they're getting at the moment.
Special mention, I guess, Chris Jones tonight, who just up on commentary. I'm not entirely sure I saw him go to the bench apart from when he took the injury.
Yeah, he's been really good. He's had his last 2 weekends have been his best 2 weekends, and I didn't really like the hit that happened at the end there. I don't think that should be a part of the game, but hopefully he'll be okay. And he's a big part of our team, and we're very happy that he plays for us.
Brilliant. Well, fingers crossed he is okay. Many thanks for chatting to us. All the best. Safe journey home. See you again soon.
Cheers. Thank you.